Hello, everyone. I'm Jacob Johnson, and I am a representative with the Anatomy Hunter. And I have an exciting hunt story to tell you about, but I'll just give you a quick background of how this happened. This actually was my first time videotaping or recording a hunt, and the hunter's name is Jim Bednar. He's part of southern Wisconsin, down closer by Madison. And I'll get into the story about how this happened. So a good friend of ours, his name is Randy Bjork. And so we were sitting around having a Sunday afternoon dinner with the kiddos, everybody running around. And Randy had been talking about a good amount of bears coming into the area. And so to me, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity.
Oh yeah, brings back a lot of memories. Up at the end of Big Brook Road here, I timber cruised all that national forest. All the way up to Bearsdale Springs, all this country up here.
Oh, really?
All the way out to Downs Creek to the west. Timber cruised all this stuff. Tens and tens of thousands of acres.
Jim Bednar was able to link up with Skip from Gearhead Archery right around in the Madison area and got to get comfortable with the crossbow. And so that led for a great opportunity as far as for Jim to test out and hunt and try Gearhead Archery X Series crossbow. Randy had brought us to the spot. He dropped us off, and as we get up in the stand set up, it had to have been about 35, 40 minutes going in, and sure enough, here comes a bear. Now, realizing Jim seeing this was the first bear, he had a pretty good feeling that this was a bear he was not going to take, so we let it go. But the exciting thing about this hunt that I can't say I've ever experienced with anything else before is that for every time a bear would leave, it wouldn't be more than 5 minutes that the next bear would come in. What made it fascinating was each bear that would come in, I would not notice or see them until they were literally on the bait because of the thick brush from the left to the right of where our shooting lane was. It was just too thick to be able to see them from afar. However, though, the fifth bear that came in, we happened to be looking around, and as I'm looking into the thick bush, Jim's whispering to me saying that, hey, here's a bear. There's a bear coming in. This bear, out of all the spots, happened to come in from an open field, and Jim was able to spot him about 40 yards away. So this made for a very exciting bear coming in on this hunt because we got to watch this bear come in from a distance out in the open. And by the time this bear was coming right about under our tree stand, he took a quick pause and he looked directly up at us. But lo and behold, we kept our calm and we kept our cool, and the bear head down, headed up into the bait. So Jim knew in the back of his mind with this bear, there was a very high chance he was not going to stick around long. And as he was catching up, he had a good feeling that we were around close to him. So the moment that this bear gets off the bait and he was starting to move out, Jim had to make a decision on the spot the moment the bear got off the bait to realize he either needs to take the shot when he gets a window, or there is a very high possibility that this bear was going to take off and he could have possibly missed his chance. Now, the question I have for you, is this a fatal shot? And what organs were hit, if any?
All right, how you feeling? Well,
Wednesday evening, September 4th, 5:30 p.m. We've been in a stand for about 2 hours, and this was probably the 6th bear I think that we actually had come into the bait. All the other ones came in from the west, north, or east. This guy came in from kind of the south, the direction we came in on. And it was more of a barrel body, and the ears were further apart as well. And it seemed like the biggest of the total of 6 I think we've seen today, 5 or 6. So this bear came in right here. The bear is standing right here, looking up at us, like 5, 6 paces away. And then when he's walking this way, he's sizable, he's a barrel. And he came here, he did not commit to the bait though. He walked around here. He was nervous, he was looking around. And then he walked here. He was walking away. And where I shot him must have been right here.
So can you show me, what is this?
That could be the cut of the broadhead right here. Very possibly. Because this is about where I was. Between those trees. Again, with all that hair, they don't really bleed. Well, I used a fixed.
Oh, you did?
I used a 3-blade fixed. So somebody should walk on that trail too, but and then we can get a spread out. Oh, is that what you said, Randy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No blood, but I see blood on him.
All right. Let's let Jacob get a couple shots here.
I'll get video of you walking up to your bear.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a nice bear there. Nice boar. Oh, this up here. I'll hold the head up. So that's the that's the entry wound there.
That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's a good size head. Yeah, when he came by, he's looking right at us from about 5 or 6 steps. But that's a good head. Good size head. Yeah, so this was I think the 6th bear we saw in an hour and a half. Wow. Incredible. He's eating weeds. Yeah, that's a decent shot right there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably quartering away, just down, slightly downward. Yeah.
Sorry. It's okay. Oh! And I lost him. One more, I got one more in me. That's it, right there. Oh. I'm gonna get the camera on.
Good job, Jim.
All right, thank you.
At about 5:30 p.m., we got in the stands. We were in the stand about 4, and this was the 6th bear that we observed coming in. They were coming in hot and heavy like every 5-10 minutes. And this guy came in. I saw him back to the south, about 90 yards away, and he was lumbering in here. And he walked within about 5 paces of us at the base of our tree. I'm looking at his trail right here, or over here. And he looked up at us a number of times, kind of hesitated in the opening here in the ferns, and walked past us. And but went to the bait, but didn't commit to the bait. He was kind of nosing around a little bit and kept on looking around. He was real nervous. And as he was leaving, he got a few steps past the bait, and I got a quartering away shot from our stand. I think that's about a 16-foot ladder stand we're in. And must have double lunged him, entered on the bear's left side, mid-body, a little higher than halfway up, just behind the front shoulder, and exited just below mid-body on the other side. And the exit hole I could feel actually exited between ribs. And but he's a good-sized bear, big head on him, big boar. And we'll have to see his age when we submit the sample, the tooth sample. But good sized bear. And I'm using a gearhead crossbow. Thanks, Skip Peterson. You make a wonderful product. Awesome product. And a recordable scope as well, night vision scope. So it's hopefully we get a good recording of the bear as well. And the bear only went, we'll check it again here, but I think it only went maybe 75 yards. And we heard the death moan several times. And but it was pretty eventful, action-packed night. It's a lot of fun.
Keep walking right in here. There you go. We're heading out with this bad boy. Fills the whole tailgate of this gator, UTV. And it's only 7 o'clock. We got a good hour of daylight left. So it's nice to recover the bear in the daylight. I've recovered bears at night, and they're black. They're hard to see. They could be under a few ferns, and you won't see them. But this one, we saw him pretty much right away. I think Randy and I saw him at the same time. He says, "Here's your bear." When I said, "Oh, there he is."
Now we can cut this bone.
Once we get pressure on, she'll be good.
Oh, geez.
Oh, how you want to be, Jim? Is it? More? Let's go a little more. Okay, now let's. Okay, there.
But all in all, it turned out great going from there. But this hopefully will conclude as far as with our episode here with Jim Bednar. And I am looking forward to having our future hunts get up and going, and we will be looking forward to other hunters down the road. So I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
I smoked him. I smoked.